Have you ever felt like there's a deeper side to female desire that goes unnoticed or misunderstood? Female desire is not only as intense as male desire, but is layered with emotions, security, and spiritual connection, making it a powerful force that deserves understanding. In this video, we'll reveal the complex, often hidden dynamics of female sexuality, from the chemistry within her mind and body to the role of trust and emotional safety that can make or break true intimacy. Stay with us until the end, as we dive into each element of female desire and explore how understanding these layers can transform your relationships and bring you closer than ever to a lasting connection. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Number 1. The profound, often hidden power of female desire, a journey into her soul. Female desire is a powerful, complex force, one that holds as much intensity, depth, and meaning as the desire a man feels, yet it is often overlooked, minimized, or dismissed as secondary. Society has consistently failed to appreciate the profound emotional landscape of female desire, choosing instead to reduce it to mere background noise in the larger symphony of human passion. But let me tell you this, a woman's desire is not only as fierce and consuming as any man's, but is perhaps even more potent due to its multi-layered nature, intertwined with emotions, feelings of security, psychological depth, and spiritual connection. For centuries, female desire has been misunderstood, silenced, or distorted by social norms, creating a void that makes it harder for us to fully appreciate its significance. Yet beneath that silence lies a simmering, deeply rooted energy that pulsates, waiting to be understood, cherished, and allowed to thrive. Unlike male desire, which often ignites through immediate, visual stimuli, female desire moves along a different, subtler path, requiring a profound emotional connection. It's not merely a switch that can be turned on by physical attraction alone. For a woman, desire is often ignited by a combination of feeling safe, deeply understood, valued, and cherished in ways that touch her soul. She may not need to be in love to experience desire, but she does need to feel a connection that speaks to her heart. When a woman feels seen, truly appreciated for who she is beyond the surface, her libido awakens with a richness that cannot be matched by physical attraction alone. It's an awakening that reaches into her heart and soul, stirring a passion that is both delicate and powerful, a desire that feels as much a spiritual experience as it is a physical one. Imagine a woman during her ovulation phase, a time when her body, in accordance with ancient biological rhythms, experiences a surge in testosterone, the so-called desire hormone. This surge can create a unique window of heightened attraction, pulling her toward intimacy with a raw, almost primal intensity. Yet this intensity is delicate and can easily be overshadowed by external factors. Stress, anxiety, emotional tension, or even a lack of understanding from her partner can stifle her desire, causing it to withdraw into the background. Female desire is not fixed or constant. It is a living, breathing entity that ebbs and flows in response to her inner world and her environment. It does not merely rise and fall. It transforms, shaped by her emotions, her level of stress, her mental state, and the quality of the connection she feels with her partner. This complexity demands a certain kind of partner, one who is willing to attune himself to the subtle rhythms of her desires, to honor her needs without judgment, impatience, or pressure. A partner who can recognize that her moments of distance are not rejection, but a request for deeper understanding, for a presence that listens and supports. When a man learns to interpret these signals, to embrace her needs and desires without taking her fluctuations personally, he can begin to move with her rather than against her. He learns to influence the flow of her desire in ways that feel natural and deeply fulfilling, creating an atmosphere where her passion can flourish without restraint or inhibition. Female desire is not a linear experience. It is more like a journey that requires patience, empathy, and an ability to listen to her unspoken words. It is a profound, unfolding experience that goes beyond the physical. When a man takes the time to truly see her, to cherish her mind, her dreams, her fears, he unlocks something within her that transcends mere attraction. It is here, in this sacred space of mutual respect and understanding, that true intimacy blossoms. When a man can look beyond her physical form to appreciate her for her whole self, her intellect, her aspirations, her unique spirit, her desire for him awakens in a way that is powerful, pure, and filled with a depth of longing that cannot be easily described. In truth, female desire is an intricate tapestry woven from hormones, emotions, past experiences, and a need for authentic connection. Understanding these layers is not merely an act of kindness, it is a pathway to the deepest levels of intimacy. It creates an environment where she feels free, truly free, to express herself without fear, to reveal the full spectrum of her desires, unguarded and uninhibited. This is where the magic of connection lives, in a place beyond physical attraction, beyond words, in a space where two souls meet and resonate with a profound, unspoken bond. The journey to this level of intimacy is not one of control but of surrendering to the ebb and flow of her desire, and allowing it to evolve naturally, as it will. Ultimately, understanding female desire is a profound act of love, empathy, and devotion. It is a gift that transforms both partners, allowing him to see her in her full, radiant essence, in her strength, in her vulnerability. When he creates a safe space for her, he invites her to experience desire on a level that is both intense and sacred, a connection that becomes a journey shared by two hearts, each one finding in the other a reflection of their own deepest needs and dreams. Together, they create a relationship where desire is more than a fleeting spark. It is an ever-present current, a dance as ancient as humanity itself, drawing them closer in a union that is not only deeply satisfying but life-changing. Number 2. The female mind and pleasure, unlocking the true path to intimacy. Let's explore an often overlooked truth. The mind is the most powerful sexual organ for a woman. It surpasses any other part of her body because, for her, everything she feels physically is rooted in her thoughts, emotions, and sense of security. This is the fundamental key to understanding her unique sexuality. If you've ever felt that, despite your best efforts, something is missing, that certain spark, that profound connection, it may be because female pleasure is intricately linked to her mental and emotional state at that moment. Her experience of intimacy isn't as simple as physical sensations. It's a beautifully complex blend of mental, emotional, and physical stimulation that creates a complete sense of pleasure. While men can often focus on immediate, physical stimuli, a woman's arousal requires a harmonious interplay between mind and body. Studies reveal that female arousal is multi-layered, requiring an atmosphere of trust, safety, and emotional closeness to truly ignite. Renowned sexologist Emily Nagoski highlights that the environment plays a profound role in shaping a woman's capacity to feel aroused. Her ability to enjoy intimacy is impacted by everything surrounding her: her stress levels, her sense of safety, her emotional connection with her partner. If she is stressed, exhausted, or mentally distant, her body may not respond with ease. When her mind is at ease and she feels emotionally secure, her body will naturally follow suit, opening itself to the full spectrum of pleasure. This is where trust becomes the true bedrock of female pleasure. When a woman feels emotionally connected, her mind can fully relax, and in that relaxation, her body feels free to respond. It's not just about being physically close but creating a profound emotional connection, a bond that allows her to let go of her inhibitions, to feel cherished, understood, and truly seen. This is why oxytocin, known as the love hormone, spikes during female orgasm. This hormone doesn't just heighten her pleasure, it deepens her feelings of connection, fostering an intense bond that reinforces her desire and commitment to the relationship. It is in these moments of shared vulnerability that pleasure takes on a transformative power, building a bridge of intimacy that goes far beyond the physical. So, what does this mean for you? If you genuinely want a woman to enjoy her sexuality to the fullest, you must first engage her mind. This doesn't mean saying a few sweet words or relying on a single gesture. It means creating an environment of closeness, safety, and mutual respect where she feels able to relax and surrender to the moment. It's about understanding her, listening to her unspoken needs, and cultivating a relationship of trust that reassures her she is valued and adored. When you touch her mind, not just her body, you unlock a depth of pleasure within her that transcends the superficial, reaching a place where true intimacy is born. In essence, female pleasure neither begins nor ends with the physical. It is a journey that starts in her mind, rooted in how you make her feel, in the emotional safety and trust you build together. Touching her mind is the pathway to touching her soul, and when you succeed in creating this level of connection, you awaken a pleasure in her that is intense, profound, and life-affirming. In these moments, intimacy becomes an art, a shared experience of joy and passion that flows naturally, deepening your bond with every touch, every glance, every shared whisper. When you embrace her mind as the cornerstone of her pleasure, you will find yourself closer than ever to unlocking the fullness of her desire and experiencing a love that is as beautiful as it is unforgettable. Number 3. The key differences between male and female sexuality, unveiling the layers of desire. One of the most compelling questions in understanding human intimacy is this: why do men and women experience sexuality so differently? While the experience of desire and pleasure is universal, the way it unfolds can vary profoundly between men and women. Male sexuality tends to be direct, often ignited by clear, visual cues or immediate physical stimuli. Female sexuality, on the other hand, is a multi-dimensional experience, rooted not only in attraction but in emotional, contextual, and even hormonal factors that create a much richer, nuanced tapestry of desire. To understand female sexuality is to recognize that it is a journey, one that often requires a foundation of emotional safety, mental ease, and an environment where she feels deeply connected. For many men, desire can spark from a single, direct stimulus: a glance, an enticing image, a gentle touch, or a suggestive moment. Male arousal is frequently straightforward, a switch that can flip with just the right cue. Yet, for women, sexuality is layered and intricate, more like a slow-blooming flower than a quick ignition. She often needs the right context for her desire to fully take root and thrive. A woman's mind, heart, and body work in harmony, needing to align before she can truly experience and embrace desire. If she is stressed, worried, overwhelmed, or emotionally distant, her body will often mirror these states, making it harder for her to connect to her own sense of pleasure. Science offers fascinating insights into this difference. Neuroimaging studies reveal that male and female brains react differently during arousal. In men, specific areas of the brain turn off during moments of intimacy, allowing them to momentarily disconnect from worries or external pressures, making it easier to immerse themselves in the physical experience. This physiological response enables a simpler pathway to arousal. Women, however, often require a more deliberate process of relaxation, time, and emotional presence to reach a similar state. Her mind cannot simply shut off. Rather, she needs space to let go of her daily concerns and feel safe in the moment. It is in this emotional sanctuary that her body can begin to respond, allowing her to experience a depth of pleasure that transcends the immediate physical. In essence, the journey of female arousal is like an unfolding story, one that develops over time and through connection. It is not just about what happens in the moment, but about how she feels leading up to it. For a woman, desire is often intertwined with how she feels about herself, her partner, and her environment. Does she feel valued? Does she feel safe? Does she feel truly seen? These questions are not peripheral. They are central to her ability to engage fully. For her, sexuality is as much about mental and emotional satisfaction as it is about physical touch. When she feels grounded, understood, and respected, her desire can blossom in ways that are as surprising as they are beautiful. The real power in understanding these differences lies in appreciating that male and female sexuality complement one another, each bringing unique qualities to intimacy. Male desire, with its directness, can add a spark that initiates connection, while female desire, with its depth and complexity, brings richness to the experience, creating a more meaningful bond between partners. Together, these dynamics weave a relationship tapestry that is not only balanced but deeply fulfilling. In short, while male sexuality often centers around immediate and clear stimuli, Female sexuality is a nuanced interplay of mind, heart, and body. It requires emotional context, mental relaxation, and trust to fully flourish. Recognizing and honoring these differences can transform intimacy into a deeper connection, one that goes beyond the physical to create a shared experience that is intimate, authentic, and truly satisfying. Embracing the uniqueness of each partner's experience allows both to create a space where love, desire, and understanding blend into a connection that is as timeless as it is unforgettable. Number 4. The female peak, an experience far beyond the finale. The female climax is a profound mystery, one of the most beautiful, complex, and often misunderstood dimensions of intimacy. It is so much more than just a physical high. It is a culmination of emotional, psychological, and sensory elements that all come together in a perfect crescendo. For many men, climax serves as the finale of an encounter, marking the end of their journey. But for a woman, the path to her peak is not merely an endpoint. It's a deeply layered experience that can feel as much like an unfolding of emotions and sensations as it does a moment of physical pleasure. Her climax, rather than a singular conclusion, is a doorway to new depths of connection and understanding, a moment where her mind, body, and soul are in perfect harmony. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Unlike a straightforward trajectory, the journey to a woman's peak is intricate, woven with layers of feeling, mental relaxation, and trust. Her climax is not only about the physical sensations, it's about her sense of safety, the emotional closeness she feels, and her ability to surrender fully to the moment. This depth is part of what makes female sexuality so unique. She doesn't experience desire and pleasure in isolation. Instead, every part of her being must feel connected and in tune with her partner. If she feels truly seen, cherished, and respected, her body will naturally open to the experience, making her pleasure richer, deeper, and more transcendent than any mere physical sensation. What makes the female peak even more fascinating is that it's not always a final, singular event. While many men experience a one-time release, women can often experience what's called multiple peaks. With the right environment, gentle encouragement, emotional connection, and an absence of pressure, she may feel waves of pleasure that ebb and flow, each one building on the last. Every peak can feel like a new chapter in the story of her desire, taking her further into a journey of intimacy that feels almost boundless. This capacity for ongoing pleasure is an inherent part of female sexuality, a testament to the profound resilience and complexity of her mind and body working together. The depth of her experience is intertwined with her emotional state, making each peak uniquely influenced by her mental and psychological well-being. If she feels stressed, worried, or insecure, reaching that peak becomes difficult, if not impossible. But when she feels safe, when her mind and heart are at ease, her body follows suit, allowing her to open up fully to the experience. It's in this state of profound trust and security that her pleasure truly blossoms. Rather than being focused on a physical endpoint, her climax becomes a journey, each wave of pleasure deepening the emotional bond she feels with her partner. Science sheds light on this beautiful complexity. Studies show that during climax, a woman's body releases a surge of oxytocin, the love hormone. This hormone doesn't merely enhance her physical pleasure, it deepens her feelings of emotional connection, binding her more closely to her partner. Oxytocin is nature's way of amplifying intimacy, of making her climax not only a physical event but an emotional one. It reinforces the sense of belonging, trust, and unity she feels, transforming her peak into a shared, intimate experience. When she reaches her peak with someone she feels deeply connected to, the pleasure becomes more than just her own. It becomes a mutual bond, a powerful, shared moment that resonates well beyond the physical act. The female climax, then, is not only a release but a profound expression of her feelings, her trust, and her vulnerability. It's a point where she lets her guard down completely, opening herself not just physically but emotionally, allowing her partner to witness her most authentic self. In these moments, her climax becomes a gift she shares with her partner, a sacred experience that both can cherish. This intimacy creates a feedback loop. As her peak releases oxytocin, fostering more closeness, trust, and love, which in turn makes it easier for her to reach such heights in the future. The act of reaching her climax, therefore, is about more than just physical pleasure. It's about creating a profound emotional environment that allows her to feel completely at ease, fully supported, and deeply valued. When her partner approaches her with patience, understanding, and a genuine desire to connect, her climax becomes a shared journey, a dance between two souls. In this space, every touch, every glance, every whispered word is meaningful, building toward a moment that is as much about emotional fulfillment as it is about physical satisfaction. This understanding of the female peak can transform how we approach intimacy. The beauty of her climax lies in its capacity to unite mind, body, and spirit in a symphony of connection and love. By recognizing and nurturing the emotional and psychological layers that contribute to her pleasure, her partner can become a true ally in helping her experience a peak that is profound, fulfilling, and deeply connective. In the end, the female climax is a reminder of the depth of human intimacy, of the potential for two people to connect in ways that transcend the ordinary. When both partners approach intimacy with this understanding, they create a space where pleasure is not just a fleeting sensation but a lasting, transformative experience. Her climax becomes more than a physical release. It is a celebration of trust, love, and unity, a journey shared, a bond strengthened, and a love that deepens with every peak. Embracing this approach turns her pleasure into a continuous, life-affirming adventure, one that leaves both partners feeling cherished, fulfilled, and connected in ways that linger long after the moment has passed. This is the true essence of her peak, a harmonious blend of body, mind, and soul that creates a connection as enduring as it is unforgettable. Number 5. The chemistry of female desire, a delicate symphony within. Female desire is an intricate, beautifully orchestrated balance of hormones and neurotransmitters that flow beneath the surface, affecting her emotions, mental state, and readiness for intimacy. It's a powerful reminder that while external factors like atmosphere and connection play essential roles, much of a woman's desire is shaped by an invisible chemistry, a complex inner dance that unfolds within her body and mind. Understanding this chemistry reveals how profoundly her desire is connected to her biology, influenced not just by what she experiences outwardly, but by the delicate interplay of hormonal signals that ebb and flow throughout her life. At the heart of female desire lies a combination of 4 key hormones and neurotransmitters: testosterone, oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin. Each one plays a distinct role, like an individual musician in a symphony, contributing to the peaks and valleys of her libido. Testosterone, for example, is often associated with men, yet it plays a powerful role in women's desire as well. While its levels are lower in women, testosterone is vital in creating that spark of sexual interest and is instrumental in fueling her libido. Interestingly, this hormone naturally rises during ovulation, leading to noticeable peaks in her desire at certain times in her cycle. This cyclical surge explains why she may experience heightened arousal, attraction, and openness to intimacy around these periods, as her body and mind are more aligned with her natural rhythms. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, is another major player. This hormone is associated with bonding, trust, and emotional connection, and it surges during moments of intimacy, heightening her sense of closeness and vulnerability with her partner. Oxytocin doesn't just amplify her desire, it also deepens the emotional significance of the encounter. When oxytocin levels are high, she feels more connected and secure, creating a sense of warmth and closeness that allows her to fully engage with her partner. It's a hormone that reinforces the emotional foundation of her desire, turning intimacy into a shared experience where she feels valued and appreciated. Oxytocin's role extends beyond the moment of connection. It lingers, strengthening bonds and building lasting memories that make her desire for her partner grow over time. Dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, adds another layer to this complex chemistry. When dopamine levels rise, she feels an enhanced sense of anticipation and satisfaction, making her more open to new experiences and increasing her drive for intimate connection. Dopamine infuses her desire with excitement, making each encounter feel fresh and exhilarating. The release of dopamine isn't just about the physical aspect. It also enhances her mental and emotional experience, creating a sense of joy and fulfillment that is deeply tied to her overall happiness. Each touch, each glance, each shared moment releases dopamine, reinforcing the pleasure she feels and encouraging her to seek out those feelings again, creating a natural cycle of desire and satisfaction. Serotonin, the neurotransmitter known for its role in mood stabilization, also plays a critical role. When serotonin levels are balanced, she feels calm, content, and emotionally secure, laying the groundwork for her mind and body to align with her desire. Low levels of serotonin, however, can lead to feelings of anxiety, restlessness, and even sadness, creating a mental state that can suppress desire. The balance of serotonin is essential. When she feels mentally and emotionally grounded, her desire flows more naturally, unburdened by stress or worry. Serotonin provides a foundation of emotional stability, creating a space where her desire can flourish without the interference of negative emotions. Together, these hormones and neurotransmitters form a delicate network that orchestrates the peaks and valleys of her desire. Each one influences not only her libido but also the quality of her emotional and psychological experience. It's a dance that requires balance. When all are in harmony, she feels a powerful connection to her own desire, making her more receptive to intimacy and allowing her to fully express herself with her partner. But when this balance is disrupted by stress, fatigue, or emotional turmoil, her desire may wane, making it essential to understand that her libido isn't always within her conscious control. Her desire is influenced by forces she may not fully be aware of, shaped by her body's internal rhythms and the invisible chemical symphony that plays out within her. This understanding of the chemistry of female desire highlights the importance of empathy and patience in intimacy. Her body is a complex, responsive system, one that requires the right conditions to feel safe and open. When her partner appreciates the role of these hormones and neurotransmitters, he can approach her with a deeper awareness, recognizing that her desire is as much a product of her mind and body working together as it is a reaction to external factors. This empathy creates an environment where she feels supported and understood, which, in turn, allows her desire to blossom more freely. In the end, female desire is a powerful, multi-layered experience shaped by chemistry, emotions, and connection. It's a testament to the intricate design of her mind and body, a reminder that desire isn't simply a matter of choice or control. By honoring the chemistry behind her desire, both partners can build a relationship grounded in understanding, patience, and a profound respect for the delicate balance that fuels her passion. This knowledge transforms intimacy into a shared journey, one that deepens with every moment, every touch, and every look, creating a love that is as enduring as it is profound. Number 6. Psychological barriers, the invisible walls of the heart and mind. There are times in a relationship when, despite an electrifying connection and the purest intentions, something elusive and unseen blocks a woman's true emotional openness and desire. These psychological barriers, powerful yet invisible, form an unseen wall between her heart and those closest to her. They don't arise from a lack of love, attraction, or commitment. Instead, they stem from deeper wounds that may lie buried within her soul, subtly influencing her ability to fully embrace intimacy and vulnerability. Imagine her heart as a beautiful but guarded fortress. She may desperately want to open its gates, to allow herself to feel the warmth and security of love without reservation, yet she finds herself hesitating. These barriers often carry the weight of past experiences that she may have tried to forget yet have never fully released. Memories of heartbreak, betrayal, or even unacknowledged fears that have cast long shadows over her life. These inner struggles are not just a passing phase. They are like scars, embedded deep within her psyche, making her fearful of reopening old wounds. These psychological obstacles can feel as unyielding as iron and as delicate as a whisper, powerful enough to create distance, yet sometimes too fragile to express aloud. She may wrestle with insecurities that she cannot explain, fears she may not fully understand, and doubts that silently haunt her. Sometimes, these emotional burdens create an invisible cage around her spirit, locking away her deepest needs and desires. In this emotional confinement, she may worry about being truly seen, fearing that her vulnerability could expose her to judgment, rejection, or even disappointment. She may be torn between wanting to let someone close and fearing the pain that closeness could bring if her heart is once again left unprotected. The weight of these unspoken fears and emotional scars can create a type of paralysis, a reluctance to risk the tenderness of her heart. She may question her own worth, wonder if she is enough, or doubt if her partner could truly understand her inner complexities. These internalized anxieties can drive a wedge between her and the love she longs to receive, creating a cycle of emotional distance that is as painful as it is hard to break. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Yet, with the patience of a partner willing to listen, understand, and wait, these barriers can begin to soften. It takes an unwavering presence, a gentle hand, and a heart that understands silence, for her to slowly feel safe enough to lower her guard. When she feels truly seen, valued, and accepted, without any rush, expectation, or demand, her defenses may finally start to fade, like mist under the morning sun. Only then, in the safety of a compassionate and nurturing space, can she gradually let go, allowing her heart to open and finally experience the kind of deep, soul-affirming connection she has always yearned for. This process requires empathy, patience, and a love so steady it can withstand the trials of time and silence. For within her lies a wellspring of emotion and passion waiting to be shared, a gift that can only be unlocked when she feels that her heart is cherished, her mind is understood, and her spirit is safe. Number 7. Mood disorders and their deep influence on the female heart and mind. Mood disorders, such as depression and anxiety, can cast a long shadow over a woman's emotional world, affecting every aspect of her life, including her intimate relationships. These disorders are far more complex than merely having a bad day or feeling temporarily down. They alter her emotional landscape, influencing how she feels about herself, her ability to connect with others, and her capacity to fully experience desire and joy. Unlike fleeting moments of sadness or worry, mood disorders embed themselves within her daily existence, coloring her perceptions, emotions, and actions in ways that can deeply impact her relationship. For a woman struggling with depression, each day can feel like an uphill battle, where simple tasks require monumental effort. Intimacy, which typically brings warmth and closeness, can sometimes feel like an impossible bridge to cross. Depression can rob her of energy, dull her senses, and create a heaviness that turns even the idea of closeness into something daunting. The natural desire to connect or share affection might feel distant, as if it belongs to a world she can no longer reach. She may worry that her partner feels neglected or unloved, further deepening her sense of guilt or inadequacy, emotions that only fuel the vicious cycle of self-doubt and sadness. Anxiety, on the other hand, can introduce a different kind of barrier, one of constant worry and apprehension. The anxious mind is often a restless one, spinning countless what-ifs and worst-case scenarios, making it difficult for her to relax and be present in the moment. She may worry excessively about being vulnerable, fearing judgment, rejection, or even her own perceived flaws. Intimate moments, instead of bringing closeness, may sometimes feel fraught with tension and unease. Her thoughts may race, doubting her worth, fearing that she isn't enough, or convincing her that something is bound to go wrong. These fears can leave her feeling isolated, as if she is alone in her struggle, afraid that her partner might not truly understand the storm raging within her. Mood disorders can also profoundly alter a woman's self-perception, impacting her confidence and sense of worth. She may start to see herself through a distorted lens, one that emphasizes her flaws and diminishes her strengths. Her inner dialogue might become harsh, critical, and unforgiving, making it hard for her to believe she deserves love and acceptance. This internalized negativity can lead her to withdraw, building walls around herself to protect against potential rejection, even though what she truly craves is reassurance and support. She might even push her partner away, not out of lack of affection, but because she feels unworthy or fears becoming a burden. The impact of mood disorders is not only felt by the woman experiencing them, but also ripples into the relationship, creating strain and misunderstanding. Her partner may feel helpless, unsure of how to provide comfort or how to navigate the emotional complexities these disorders bring. In moments where she is distant or withdrawn, Her partner might misinterpret her actions, feeling rejected or even hurt, not realizing the internal battle she is silently fighting. However, with compassion, understanding, and unwavering support, it is possible to create a safe space where she feels seen and valued, even on her darkest days. Patience becomes the foundation, allowing her the time to process her emotions without pressure or judgment. Gentle encouragement and affirming words can provide a balm to her aching heart, reminding her that she is loved not for her perfection, but for her true self, imperfections and all. Through small acts of kindness and empathy, a partner can help her begin to heal, offering a steady light that guides her through the fog of her struggles. In time, with support and understanding, the hold of mood disorders on her intimate life and self-image may loosen, allowing her to once again embrace love, vulnerability, and connection. And when she reaches a place where she can fully engage in intimacy, it will be with a depth of gratitude and appreciation that stems from having overcome one of the greatest challenges of her life. Number 8. Female sexual dysfunctions, a silent struggle with pathways to healing. Female sexual dysfunctions are challenges often left unspoken, hidden in the shadows of discomfort or embarrassment. Yet they are incredibly common, impacting countless women at different stages of life. These struggles are varied and can manifest in multiple ways, from a diminished desire for intimacy to an inability to reach climax or experiencing physical pain during intimate moments. For many women, these issues go unaddressed for years, creating silent suffering and self-doubt that can erode self-esteem, affect relationships, and cast a veil of isolation over what should be a source of joy and connection. For some, a lack of desire may surface gradually, causing them to feel as though a vital part of their identity is slipping away. This loss of interest isn't simply about not being in the mood. It can be deeply distressing, leaving them feeling disconnected from their partner, and in some cases, from themselves. Factors such as hormonal changes, stress, mental health struggles, or simply the demands of daily life can all contribute, making it challenging for her to rekindle the spark that once brought fulfillment and closeness. This can lead to guilt, as she may fear disappointing her partner, or even begin to question her own desirability. For others, achieving climax may feel like an unreachable goal, a source of frustration that builds over time. The inability to reach climax can create a lingering sense of incompleteness, as though something is perpetually missing. This challenge can stem from psychological factors, such as stress or self-consciousness, or physical issues that disrupt the body's natural response to pleasure. Women experiencing this may feel isolated, wondering if something is wrong with them, while silently carrying the weight of unfulfilled needs and expectations. This inner struggle can often lead to avoidance, where she may choose to distance herself from intimate encounters to shield herself from the frustration of unrealized satisfaction. Pain during intimacy, known as dyspareunia, is another common yet rarely discussed issue that many women face. For those affected, each encounter is overshadowed by the anticipation of discomfort or even pain, turning what should be a shared act of closeness into a source of anxiety and distress. This pain can be rooted in a range of causes, from physical conditions like endometriosis or pelvic floor dysfunction to psychological factors such as past trauma. The impact of this can be profound, as it may lead her to withdraw from intimacy altogether, fearing the emotional toll that repeated pain brings. Her partner, too, may feel helpless, uncertain of how to provide comfort or if their presence is inadvertently contributing to her distress. These experiences not only affect a woman's relationship with herself, but also ripple into her relationship with her partner. The challenges associated with sexual dysfunction can lead to misunderstandings, as her partner might misinterpret her hesitancy or withdrawal as a lack of affection or desire. This emotional distance can create a cycle of frustration and disappointment on both sides, as each struggles to communicate and bridge the gap created by these deeply personal challenges. However, female sexual dysfunctions are not without solutions. There are paths to healing and reclaiming intimacy, often beginning with open and honest communication. For many women, simply acknowledging and discussing these issues with a partner can lift the heavy burden of secrecy, creating a space where vulnerability is met with understanding and empathy. Medical interventions, such as hormone therapy, pain management, or pelvic floor exercises, can also provide relief, addressing the physical aspects of dysfunction and empowering her to rediscover comfort and pleasure. Counseling or therapy, too, can offer profound healing, allowing her to explore the underlying emotional factors that may be contributing to her struggles. With the guidance of a compassionate therapist, she can address any past trauma, insecurities, or stressors that have woven themselves into her intimate life. This journey of self-discovery and healing, although challenging, can ultimately lead to a place of renewed confidence and connection, both within herself and with her partner. Female sexual dysfunctions are not merely obstacles. They are invitations to deeper understanding, growth, and compassion. For the woman who overcomes these challenges, intimacy can become a source of empowerment, a testament to her resilience and the strength of her connection with her partner. As she reclaims her body and mind, she rediscovers the joy of closeness, allowing love to flourish with renewed passion, empathy, and appreciation. Number 9. The radiance of maturity in women, redefining female sexuality beyond youth. There's a persistent myth in our society that female sexuality fades with age, especially after the milestone of menopause. But the truth is far more complex and, in many ways, far more beautiful. Female sexuality doesn't vanish with age. Instead, it transforms, deepening in ways that only life experience can bring. For countless women, the mature years are a time of self-discovery and liberation, where they find themselves no longer bound by the insecurities of youth or the pressures of societal expectations. These years become a gateway to an intimate life that is more fulfilling, meaningful, and connected than ever before. In these later stages, many women embrace a newfound freedom within their own skin, letting go of judgments and self-doubts that may have held them back in younger years. With maturity comes a profound acceptance of self, and with it, a comfort in their own bodies that may have eluded them in the past. This acceptance opens doors to exploring intimacy with a greater sense of purpose and joy. No longer focused on meeting others' expectations or seeking external validation, mature women often find that they are more in tune with their desires, able to express their needs without reservation, and unafraid to embrace their sensuality fully. This period of life also brings a level of confidence rooted in wisdom. Having navigated life's many seasons and challenges, mature women bring a unique depth of emotional understanding to their relationships. They have often cultivated resilience, self-awareness, and a clearer sense of what they value most in life and love. This emotional maturity allows them to form deeper, more genuine connections, where intimacy is not merely a physical act but a soul-deep bond that honors both partners' needs, vulnerabilities, and shared experiences. They approach relationships with clarity and empathy, valuing authenticity over appearance, and creating a space where true intimacy can thrive. For some, the hormonal shifts of menopause bring unexpected changes in their physical experience of sexuality, which can initially be daunting. But rather than diminishing pleasure, these changes often lead to a richer understanding of their bodies. Mature women learn to adapt, explore, and discover new ways to experience pleasure and connection. For many, intimacy becomes less about achieving perfection and more about being present, savoring each moment with a heightened awareness that only comes from years of self-discovery. This time in life allows for a kind of intimacy that celebrates presence over performance, connection over perfection. In short, the mature years mark an evolution in female sexuality that goes beyond physicality. It becomes a blend of mind, body, and soul, a complex tapestry of emotions, memories, desires, and dreams woven together by a lifetime of experiences. Understanding female sexuality at this stage is not just about recognizing the body's needs, but honoring the mind's wisdom and the heart's resilience. Mature sexuality is a reminder that desire, connection, and joy are not bound by age. They grow richer with each passing year, offering a profound testament to the enduring power of love, self-acceptance, and the human spirit. In essence, female sexuality is a journey, one that deepens and expands with age, experience, and wisdom. It is a journey that, when fully embraced, brings a richness that youth alone could never capture. A beauty that comes from knowing oneself completely and embracing love with open arms, an open heart, and an open mind. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the profound depths of female desire and the beauty of mature sexuality. What have you learned from today's video? Comment below with one insight that you plan to bring into practice in your life. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content on relationships, connection, and intimacy.